What is going on, fam? All right, so for those who know me, know that I love cars, that I'm always looking at cars, okay? So I drove down to this dealership, Auto Mall of Springfield. We'll see how it goes, whether I can say they're a good dealership or a bad dealership, maybe. But no, not throwing any shade. No one has came out yet. Today is Memorial Day, so I'm thinking they are probably closed. So here are a few cars that I'm looking at, okay? Here is a C6 Z06. Super nice. It ain't super nice. It's a nice car. The car itself is very nice. So there's things, you know, this place has so many different types of cars, and this guy's gonna come on this motorcycle all loud and shit and probably mess up my video. But again, C6 Z06 is dirty. You can see the paint's kind of not the best. I noticed a couple other things, like they got some mud flaps here, and then this here is kind of coming off. I don't know how well they cleaned the wheels, because it seems as if, you know, it looks rusty, but I'm sure it would just come off with some good cleaner. There's some scratches here. Again, I mean, they're small things, and if I could get it for cheap, I mean, I probably would, you know, consider it. You can see the headlights are a little foggy. You can see down here at the bottom, they have kind of like some curb rash, where they pull up to a block and hit a block. So, I don't know. Again, there's small cars, you know, that are, I mean, small things that are, you know, not looking too good, but again, they're small things. I mean, if I could get this car for cheap, I would. Looks like there's a rock right there. That's weird. Hopefully that's not like holding up the window or something like that. But yeah. But they got some nice cars here for real. If they left the window down, like I said, I think they're closed. So hopefully it doesn't rain, because that thing is going to be soaking wet. They got like a 5.0 right there. They got this Camaro SS. This thing is like super nice. Like the black and white theme. I love the black and white theme. Okay. All about integration. But these wheels look nice. Those wheels are huge. Like 20s? Yeah, 20-inch wheels. Got like the American flag decal right there. I mean, these cars are dirty. They're probably just sitting outside. I don't know if it rained out here or not. But look at that front lip spoiler. Or splitter, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it just looks really aggressive. Super aggressive. I don't even know how much the Camaro is going for, but it's nice. They got a C63 coupe. Looks like it has some different, like some Euro tail lights. I love the new version of the C63 coupe. Like I think maybe 17 or 18 is when it started. I was never really a big fan of these, but I know they scoot. It looks good though. I like it. I like it. And I don't notice as many like blemishes or issues with this one. The cars are so close to each other that you know, I can't really squeeze in to see what they if it has any other issues. But that one looks good. Have looks like an STI here. It may just be a WRX with an STI wing. Yep, it's a WRX. They have a CLS 63 AMG. I mean, again, I really don't see a lot of blemishes on this one either. Maybe that Z06 is just somebody drove it. Somebody had their fun with it. You can see the carbon fiber is not looking good on this WRX. Yeah, it's all scratched up and whatnot. This CLS looks good. I really don't see any curb rash on the wheels. Yeah, it looks really good. They got some cars here. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of dealership this is. I mean, they got like very, very nice cars. Like you got a little paint issue. It's on the 392 Charger. Got the wheels, you know, scraped up, scratched up. So I think they just find, you know, good deals on nice vehicles and kind of that, you know, that they know people will probably want to purchase. You know, you got a Hellcat here. So this is another car I was looking at. I was hoping to come drive. I was hoping to come drive the C606, the Hellcat, and a C7, and they're closed. I called them on Friday or Saturday and asked if they were going to be open, and they said they would be. Those motherfuckers. They probably didn't realize it was a holiday. It's cool. Still don't know why they put 275s on the Challenger. I mean on the Hellcat. Why wouldn't you go at least like 305s or something? I do want to drive one of these. I just want to see in terms of like size. Like is it I don't know. I just wonder if it's just too big of a car. I love the open headlight for the supercharger so it can breathe better. Got a few people coming up here looking at cars now. The outside of this one looks good as well. So in the pictures I noticed that the seat is a little ripped. I don't know if you can see that in there. The seat is torn, and then like the steering knob, oh, they replaced the steering knob. The pictures look terrible. On the steering knob, looks like they had a dog in there and the dog just like chewed on it. But it looks a lot better now. The old Hellcat. So anyway, they got some cool cars here. I'm gonna look around and see what else they have. I know they had like a C7, so I'm gonna check out these other cars to see if I can find anything else I would like. Sucks that they're closed, but you know it's nice to come just walk around. I looked on their website; they have like 400 and something cars. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know they're all that, but it looked like they had a showroom. I don't know where the showroom is. So, anyway, I'm gonna see what else I can find, and I will let y'all know. All right, so I found something else that was pretty cool. They have a Jeep Grand Cherokee SRT, and it is, I think it looks pretty clean. I haven't looked at it yet, but little scratch there again. A lot of these cars just have like small nicks and you know, little small things. I mean, enough to, their prices are decent. This has a 295 on the back. This has a 295, and the Hellcat has a 275. Tell me how that makes sense. And I think these are all-wheel drive, whereas the Hellcat is rear-wheel drive. Why not put at least a similar tire, if not thicker or wider, on the Hellcat? But anyway, but yeah, they have a lot of high-mileage cars. So they have a lot of high-end, like, you know, high-end to me, you know, Mercedes, BMW, Audi. But they all are like super high mileage, like 100,000 miles, 140,000 miles, and but the price decent. And so I think, you know, a lot of their business may be coming in because they have these cars at a specific price that people are looking to pay in order to get that vehicle, you know. So if you have somebody that may not have as much money, they have they want an Audi S5 or something like that, this would be a good place to get it, because you may find one with high mileage that still looks decent. You got to appeal to your customer base, and I get it. This one looks decent though. I mean, I don't see, you know, I don't know about the interior, but I mean, this looks pretty good. And that's the thing, is that some of these cars here look really good, and some are, you know, just have small nicks and tears, which is nothing wrong with that. If you're willing to get it cheaper and put a couple of, you know, some money into it, like that Z06, I would buy that Z06, and if I had to put like $1,000 or two into it, I would, if I can get it for like 28, 29. I think they want 31 for it. It has 40,000 miles, so it may be worth it. I will see what else I can find for y'all. All right, so I normally don't like to throw shade at people's car. Let me show you this goddamn WRX. They should be ashamed of them goddamn selves. Look at this goddamn spoiler on here. Jesus Christ, if your brakes go bad, hopefully your spoiler will stop you. I guess they are, maybe it's like really a track car and they really need that downforce or something, but, and look at these wheels. I mean, I'm sure it, I mean, maybe it looks good. I don't know. Maybe I'm being picky. Not every style is my style. Jesus Christ. Is that a lawsuit? I guess I got the orange stain there, so maybe not. But yeah, so, I don't know. I guess the blue and white looks okay. Those are some wide tires though. Maybe, oh, look at that. Got the fenders all misaligned. You see my finger can duck underneath that and get some shade. Maybe the tires are too wide on it. That spoiler though, like, I mean, I would have to say that one has to go. But, you know, who am I? Who am I? Like a ducktail. There's another C63 over here. 4-door, maybe like an 08 or something like that, I don't know. I really like these. There's still one, I mean there's a couple around where I live, but they still sound so good when I hear them pull up. Yeah, so you can see, I don't know if you can see the steering wheel is kind of like faded or, you know, rubbed off. The leather's starting to rub off on it. Got some curb rash on one of the wheels, which, you know, it's whatever. I don't know. I'm telling you. I could find the benefit of, you know, utilizing a dealership like this. They find cars that are, here's some scratches here. Right there. You know, get that fixed. But, no, I see the benefit. I understand the benefit. I think it's a great mentality. Alright, let me see what else I can find. Alright, so I found another, which is probably like my home, the Mustang. So a lot of people where I live at that I know through being in the car community, I guess, they know me because of my Mustang. And I just wanted to point out, like, I don't know if you guys can see like that hail damage right there. I'm gonna try to go and maybe you can catch the angle. But there's a lot of hail damage on this car here. So again, I think they just find cars that, like, you know, oh, it's a 5.0. People want a 5.0. It has hail damage. So what? Give it to us. We'll sell it cheap. They probably got it cheap and they're probably just making money. Look at this here. You got some scratches here. So, I don't know. Again, I mean, shoot. Let me see the front so I can see what year it is. Because again, it may be worth it. I can't tell. I can't tell. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't been following the Mustangs as much. That may be a 17. I thought the 18s were like more open or something like that. But anyway. That's why I need to get back on the bike. Alrighty. Tune it out. I'll be back. Alright, so today wasn't a success in regards to the cars. I was able to look at the cars, but they were not open, and so I didn't get to test drive anything. My intentions were to test drive the C6 Z06, the Hellcat, and then the a C7. And I think on their website, they only had a 2014 C7 and it was yellow. So it wasn't one that I was interested in, but I would have, I just wanted to test drive it to get a feel for the car and see which one I would appreciate or I could see myself driving or at least paying for. So I'm not super upset because I really am not still 100% sure that I want a car payment. So I may just buy something cheap, and I thought about finding like an older 3 Series to modify, getting an older Corvette, maybe like a C5 or a C6 if I, you know, wait a couple more months and get something that I can pay for cash, and then I can modify and just make it fun, as opposed to buying a C7, having a car payment for however many months, 60 months, 72 months, and having to, be restricted to that contract. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens. I may go back out there maybe over the weekend and see if I can test drive something. It kind of makes me worry about the quality of their vehicles a little bit, so I do want to test drive from there to see if they're a dealership that sees bad cosmetics, and as long as the car is running fine and driving fine, they still purchase those vehicles, or if they're just trying to get anything they can get their hands on that people desire. So if they know that people are going to buy a car that may not be the most in tip-top shape, maybe someone would buy an older Corvette as long as they can get a Corvette, and they don't mind the little small blemishes. Same thing with an Audi or BMW. They just always wanted a BMW. They find those, they're cheap, and they figure that maybe I can just save some money by getting this, and yeah, the rims are scratched, but I can get new rims eventually, and whatever it may be. So we will try over the weekend maybe and see what happens. All right, let me know in the comments below, what do you guys on this video, what do you guys think I should do? Do you guys think I should go ahead and get a C7? I like the C7s because they're newer. Let me put the seatbelt on even though I'm sitting still so it can stop beeping. Okay, so you guys think I should get a C7? Something new, something fresh, even though the C8 is out now, but it's still a nice vehicle. Should I get something newer that's going to cause me to have a car payment, or should I just go ahead and get a car, pay cash for it, be done with it, and not have a car payment and have extra money monthly? All right, y'all let me know in the comments below. I appreciate y'all watching the video, and you guys take care.